Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Grace here. Today we are going to be working on lesson 3.10, which is in your math book. It says problem solving equal groups and it's found on page 217. So you need to flip to that page and then we're going to flip to the next page. You're going to do these with your teacher and then we are going to start here on number 5. So number 5 says there are 4 plates. Dexter puts 2 grapes on each plate. Then he puts 2 grapes on each of 6 more plates. How many grapes in all does he put on the plates? So I'm going to underline and highlight some important words and phrases in this question. So there's 4 plates. He puts 2 grapes on each plate. So 2 on each plate. So I'm going to draw a picture of that. 1, 2, 3, 4 plates. And then on each plate, there's 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So now I'm going to keep reading the question. Then he puts 2 grapes on each of 6 more plates. So think, how many more plates should we draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're adding up the first 4 plates with the 6 more plates. And how many grapes on each of those? He puts 2 grapes on each of those plates as well. So we're all in groups of 2 here. So you need to be drawing this in your book. Draw a picture. Remember, you can pause the video if you need to pause it to make sure you catch up. So you should have 4 plates with 2 grapes on each plate and then 6 plates with 2 grapes on each plate. And the question says, how many grapes in all did he put on the plates? So in all tells us that we need to find the total number of grapes. Now we could solve this a few different ways. We could count our picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. Or, since it's all 2s, each plate has 2, we could count by 2s. So I'm going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I have 20 grapes in all. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 started us off, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 was in the second group. So 12 and 8 is 20. So there's a few different ways you can think about it. I think the easiest is counting by 2s. All right, number 6. It says, Angela used these counters to act out a problem. So these little red counters over on the right, these guys, these are the counters. So she used these counters to act out a problem. Write a problem about equal groups that Angela could have modeled with these counters. So we're writing a problem about equal groups that Angela could have modeled with these counters. So equal groups, and we're writing a problem. So we're thinking about writing a word problem like all the word problems that we have done in this book. So we need to make equal groups. You could do equal groups a few different ways. We could take each of these counters and do them in groups of 2. So these are equal. They have the same number of counters in each group. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2. So one way we could do it is 5 groups of 2. Or, can anyone see maybe another way we could organize our counters into groups? Equal groups. So this could be a group, and this could be a group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're equal. That's 2 groups of 5. Whoops. 2 groups of 5. So your word problem could either be about 5 groups, having 5 groups of 2 in each group, or it could be 2 groups with 5 in each group. So I want you to think of a word problem. I'm going to write one and share it with you, but I want you to kind of think first. Maybe pause the video and think of your word problem, and then you can check out mine. All right, here's my word problem. It says Miss Grace puts her cookies into 5 rows. Each row has 2 cookies, so each row has 2 cookies, but each row is important because then we know it's equal each one. How many cookies does Miss Grace have? So I can look at my counters. I chose to do mine in rows like this way. So 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, and 5 rows. And then each has 2. So how many cookies does Miss Grace have? So we can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So my answer would not just be 10, but 10 what? What's my unit? 10 cookies. So there's my answer. So make sure your problem has information in it and then a question, and then you answer your problem. That's how you write a word problem. So you have to make sure you have information, a question, and then you can answer your question. All right, number 7. It says Max and 4 friends get books from the library. Each person gets 3 books. Draw a picture to show the groups of books. So with this problem, what we really need to be careful of is we can't just go circling numbers quickly. We do have to read it carefully. It says Max and 4 friends. So we have to think about how many people is Max and his 4 friends. So here's Max, and then here's his 4 friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many people is that all together? That is 5 people, Max and his 4 friends. They go get books from the library. Each person gets 3 books. Draw a picture to show the groups of books. So each person gets 3 books. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's my second group. 1, 2, 3. My third person. 1, 2, 3. My fourth person. 1, 2, 3. My fifth person. So I could write a number sentence. We have 3 plus 3. Oops. Let me redo that. Pick a different color. 3 plus 3 plus this person of 3 plus this person's 3 and plus this person's 3 equals our total number. So we could skip count by 3s. You could count the books. You do it whichever way works best for you. So I could say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I could count by 3s. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Any way you solve it, our answer is 15. There's 15 books. And for those of us who can kind of think already like this is 5 people, and each person is getting 3 books. Or I could think of it as there's 3 books for 5 people, and that's 15 books. So this repeated addition and grouping items, objects into equal groups is actually multiplication. All right, so just think about that as you work on problems in the future. When we're doing equal groups, when we're doing repeated addition, it really is the foundation for multiplication. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon.